enjoy having breakfast in bed. I like waking up to the smell of bacon. Sue me. And since I don't have a butler, I have to do it myself.
You know, this is indeed the show that nobody talks about because I rarely do it because, let's be honest, do we really care about this show?
No, because we always forget about it.
You're right. We always do, but we only bring it back for certain occasions. Like, you know, when Zack Snyder eventually releases that Army of the Dead show, we're going to have to talk about that because I love ragging on the Army of the Dead. We all know.
I love talking about Army of the Dead franchise. It's like my favorite franchise. It's my favorite franchise. Right above quite a bit of other ones. Like, oh yeah, wait, let me think. Venom. Eternals is up there as one of my favorite movies of all time. Fan Four Stick needs to. Yeah, Fan Four Stick's a masterpiece. So, Fan Four Stick is like god tier. It's the best movie of all time. It's like a cinematic masterpiece. There's so much that you can learn out of these characters.
Oh yeah, well, what can you learn from it, Ninjoid? What can you learn from
You can learn that it's total dog shit.
You're right.
How to make a horrible movie.
You're right, Ninjoid. You are right. And speaking of horrible movies, on the 20th episode of ShadowEye, of course we gotta talk about something bad because, nobody cares about nobody really cares if we have anything nice to say. We have to be negative all the time. So how about let's talk about the shittiest Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie that's ever come out, The Long Haul. Oh my god. This movie was horrible. Like, when I mean it's horrible, I mean it's like, imagine going on the toilet, right? And then it's just complete shit. Like, it really is. It is just complete shit. It's absolutely fucking dreadful, this movie. But we're not going into it yet. We're not going into it yet because we gotta let everybody know where we can find ourselves at. We'll start with Nindroid.
Oh
Where
yeah.
can I find you?
All right, you guys can personally find me on my own YouTube channel, Nindroid243. Which, guys, we got a lot of content coming over there. This whole week I've been feeling this whole weekend I've not been feeling that well. But I'm going to get my ass back up. And, we got May 4th is the Nindroid cut of episode 9 From the Darkness, which I am loving. That's almost done. So, Austin, you might actually get an early release.
Oh, shit.
You might get an early release, buddy. You might get an early. I'm really excited that it looks perfect.
No, you have to release it May 4th.
I am releasing it May 4th, but I might release it for you. There's gonna be a test screening.
Oh,
for you guys or whatever. So then you guys can do reviews and an interview with me.
All right, that sounds good.
All right. Because I'm really getting hyped for this. But anyway, so yeah, we have that. There was a new YouTube spot that actually came out today for From the Darkness. It's called Conflict with Kylo. So if you guys have not seen that, go check that out. That's my little promotion today. Very exciting stuff over there. Galactic Chat, we are now having the competition as well. So that's some pretty good shit. great stuff coming. I'm just gonna say that. And there's gonna be more videos coming up because guess what? We just got confirmed that Mandalorian season 3 is actually coming out during the summer.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Bad Batch supposed to come out this year?
Exactly, bro. Supposed to come out July, at the end of July, Bad Batch.
What the fuck?
So we might be getting a lot of Star Wars content this year because we also have Andor coming out like during the fall.
Oh no.
I'm actually kind of loving this because now I can critique and I can say if it's good or if I can say it's dog shit.
Oh, true.
True. And also, guys, when Moon Knight is all done, I will be doing a huge live stream review with my buddies of Moon Knight.
Oh God, that's
so let's hopefully it's good because I rewatched the second episode today, bro. Still fucking love that episode. Probably
it's still really good.
It's probably like one of my favorite Marvel episodes that I've seen out of all these shows.
Watch, this show is gonna pull Loki and it's gonna be dog shit from this point forward.
And then I'm gonna be like, yo, what guys? Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Like, fuck this
shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. But yeah. And you can always find me on Austin's channel, sometimes on Chaos Central, and lots more. I'm also getting into anime finally.
Yeah, the guy who said that he was allergic to anime.
I am allergic to anime still.
No, I feel like you're not allergic anymore since you're like, oh, I'm getting into anime.
You're right. I got some antibiotics.
You're like Attack on Titan season 2 is pretty good. The Ghost Stories thing is pretty good.
Ghost Rider story. I mean, Ghost Story is pretty fantastic. And I only watched the first episode. And I can say it's fucking awesome. So, yeah.
Very nice. And I'm going to wait till Nindroid comes back, so I'm going to say this. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Perry comes in more like the long ball. Hot, got him. Speaking of the long haul, you know what? Let's just start off with overall thoughts because we got to review the long. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with Angry Care Bears. I'm gonna give you the box office, and you got to guess how much it made. Are you ready?
Oh no, bro, because I hate numbers. I'm not.
Oh well, you're gonna have to guess anyway.
Okay. So how much money so how much money it made, right?
Yes, and I'm gonna give you the box office. So this movie's budget was $22 million.
Okay.
How much do you think this movie made?
It made 10 cents.
You're a lot off, even though
I know, bro. I know. Maybe 1,000.
You're off. You're still way off.
Did it actually cross a billion?
No. Why would it cross a billion?
I'm sorry. I'm just okay. How about 1,000? It crossed 1,000.
Well, you're way off because it made 40.1 million.
Well, fuck. I don't give two shits. I think it does belong in the 10 cents category.
It might as well.
I refuse to believe that Austin is 10 cents.
Unfortunately, it made 40.1 million. Which the good news is it is the least grossing Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, so I mean,
yeah, but okay, so it got that much money. What did critics say of it though?
Oh well, Rotten Tomatoes and critics, it got a lot of negative reviews, and critics called it largely unfunny.
Oh yes, Yes. Well, guess what? The critics are wrong because this is the most hilarious Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie of all time. And do you know why it's the most hilarious, Austin?
Why is it the most hilarious?
Because it's the most shittiest one out of all of them.
You are right. It is fucking horrendous.
That's why it's funny. It's funny because of how bad it is.
So, do you want me to tell you about the actors in this movie?
Yes, tell me. Please.
So, the guy who played Greg in this movie, Jason Drucker, his filmography consists of 2015's Barely Lethal. I don't know what the fuck this movie is. That movie was I heard was shit. He was in Bumblebee.
Oh, Bumblebee. Well, Bumblebee was actually okay. All right, let's continue.
He was on the Nickelodeon show Every Which Way.
Oh, well, that was total dog shit that I heard. And also, I saw an episode of that. It was horrendous, and I was wanting to just die.
And he was in the television show Chicago Fire.
Oh my god. Well, that does not sound like it was fire.
And then you have Alicia Silverstone. I believe she played as the mom. And here's her filmography here too. I'm just gonna go over basically like her main stuff. So she was in Batman and Robin. She actually played Batgirl.
Oh yeah, the most hilariously horrible dog shit Batman movie.
She was in Mickey's Magical Christmas Snowed In at the House of Mouse.
Oh yes, Mickey. Well, guess what? The mouse cursed you.
She was in Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
Actually, I was okay with Scooby-Doo.
She was in Tropic Thunder.
I haven't seen that, I don't think.
Let's see here. What else? She was, well, I guess I could go. True Crime, The Babysitter, Clueless.
The Babysitter. Oh my god, she must be a horrible babysitter.
She was in Vamps.
Vamps.
Ass Backwards. God's Behaving Badly.
What the fuck?
Space Dogs Adventure to the Moon. Wow. Angels in Stardust, Jungle Shuffle.
Stardust? What, no, she's snorting up some stuff?
Probably. She was in King Cobra, Catfight, Who Gets the Dog, The Killing of a Sacred Deer, The Tribes of Palos Verdes, and then television, she was in The Wonder Years, American Woman. She played a voice in Masters of the Universe Revelations, The Babysitter's Club, Bajillion Dollar Properties. That's just a handful of all the stuff she was in. Now, on to Tom Everett Scott. I think he plays the dad in this movie. Remember how crazy he was in the other three movies?
Yes.
Never mind with this. You know what? He was in That Thing You Do, An American Werewolf in Paris, One True Thing, Dead Man on Campus, The Love Letter, Top of the Food Chain.
The Love Letter.
Yeah.
The Love Letter. The Love Letter.
He was in Van Wilder, which is a good movie. I'll give him that.
Okay, yeah.
Sexual Life.
Sexual Life.
He was in
Sexual Life.
He was in Air Buddies.
Everybody's.
Snow Buddies.
Snow Buddies. Oh my god, I hate that fucking dog shit.
He was in Race to Witch Mountain.
What?
Mars Needs Moms, Parental Guidance, Santa Paws 2.
Santa Paws 2.
Yeah,
I hate that as well.
He was in I think he was in an episode of Law and Order once. And I know we're kind of dragging this out, but I really don't want to talk about this movie. So here are some reviews that the critics gave it. Well, I'm just reading this off Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, he was in the episode Law and Order: Pride and Joy. Apparently, well, he doesn't bring a lot of pride and joy in his performance. Just saying that right now. Also, he was in Bloodline. He's Council of Dads. My God, he's a horrible dad. Scream. He was in for 6 episodes of a show. He was in Batman the Brave and the Bold video game as Booster Gold. And also Call of Duty Finest Hour as well. No one put a name for his roles, so shit. Okay.
So you want to hear the critical response before we even talk about this shit?
Hell yeah!
All right. So on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm reading this off Wikipedia, by the way, because
Me too. I'm actually reading both from Wikipedia.
On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 17% based on 72 reviews and an average rating of 4.2 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, with an all-new cast but the same juvenile humor, Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul finds the franchise still stuck in arrested and largely unfunny development. See, that's pretty accurate.
All right, let me continue reading.
Okay.
On Metacritic, it has a score of 39 out of 100 based on 16 critics, indicating generally unfavorable reviews. Audiences polled by Cinematic Score gave it an average grade of B on an A+ to F scale. Oh, how dare you! You guys deserve F-. It does this down from the first 3 films as A-.
All right, I'm going to read this paragraph. Dennis Harvey of Variety was more positive, calling the film an amiable, fast-paced entry that should win over fans.
No.
What the fuck is he on?
He's smoking cocaine.
He has to be.
I mean, yeah.
Jesse Hasinger of the AV Club called the film repetitive and uninspired.
Yeah.
Christy Lemire of RogerEbert.com criticized it, saying, jetsons everything that's honest and worthwhile about the books in favor of hackneyed misadventures and gross-out scatological humor. Jody Mittori of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch gave The Long Haul 2 stars out of 4 and commented on its increase of gross-out humor compared to the book version and previous films. Linda Cook of the Quad City Times called it the worst film of the year, which if you look at the year it came out, 2017.
Shit.
Yeah, this film came out fucking 4 years ago. Oh wait, no, was it? Or no, 5 years ago. Fuck, what am I talking about?
Yeah, it's 5 years.
Well, we got all that out of the way, but now we actually have to talk about it, and I don't want to.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to be reading what it is on Wikipedia off to everyone because I don't want to do anything else. Dining out at Corny's, Susan announces the family plans for a road trip to attend her grandmother's 90th birthday party, much to Roderick and Greg's dismay. Greg is then sent to rescue Manny from inside a tube in the play area. He ends up in the ball pit with a diaper stuck to his hand and freaking out while searching for Manny. Subsequently becomes famous when the footage is posted on the internet. Yes, I do remember this. Becoming the embarrassing meme, Diaper Hands.
The way you're the way you're reading it, it kind of sounds like that meme, like number 15.
Later, Greg learns that the Player Expo is taking place not far from Mama's house in Indianapolis.
Damn, you fucking just roasted people who live in Indianapolis.
Oh, Indianapolis. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Damn,
guys.
fucking
I'm sorry.
Indianapolis people are gonna come after you now.
Indianapolis. His favorite internet star, Mag Digby, will be attending, which is a YouTuber. He hopes to meet him and be on one of his videos to have a diaper hands meme forgotten. He plans to sneak off from the road trip and secretly go to the Player Expo. As soon as they start, everyone's phones are immediately confiscated by Susan or taken by Susan. So the road trip is absolutely technology free.
All right, I think we read enough of the plot on Wikipedia.
That night at a
Oh
motel,
Jesus!
Ray secretly gets his phone from the car. Later, while he and Roderick are relaxing in the hot tub, 6 feet away, because not gay, apparently.
What?
Yes. Roderick uncovers his plans to go to the Player Expo. Later that night, he investigates a loud noise. A couple of kids repeatedly slamming a wheeled car into a wall. It was Donald Trump's wall.
Okay, all
Belonging
right.
to
Now
a
we have to actually. All right, we gotta actually review this shit. I feel like we're already 20 minutes in. Patty's like, why is Nindroid chills now? I don't know.
It's 5 feet over. It's 5 feet. You fucks. I'm sorry, Penny. All right, I'm sorry.
All right, so Nindroid, what are your overall thoughts about this movie?
Man, I thought this was the greatest Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie of all time. Like, it beats the first one, beats the second one, and it's so much better than dog shit days. All right, it really is. It's far better than all three of them. The first one is called Diary of My Ass. Second one is Roderick shit. And then the third one is dog shit days. This one is called The Long Number 2.
What?
Yes, long number 2. It's also known as the long shit. Okay, and let me tell you, it's the greatest one ever, and it's a cinematic masterpiece. All these characters are like written so perfectly that I want to commit suicide.
Oh, well,
Okay, no, I'm dropping the act. I hate this fucking movie. I think it's the worst piece of shit that came out in 2017. If anyone says Last Jedi is worse than this shit, I think you're smoking on cocaine. Or you're snorting cocaine. Okay? I bet you that you have like I bet you that this movie is like the worst thing that ever came out in my whole world. Oh wait, no, that's the God tier fan 4 stick.
yeah, you're right.
This shit. Well, this is a long shit.
Whoa, this man just blew up here.
Like, I hate this movie. I hate it. I hope everyone knows I hate this movie. This movie just deserves to. And no, guys, if you actually believe me that this movie made me suicidal, no, that's not. That's not true. I'm sorry if that offended anyone, honestly, because I'm not. I know how it feels. All right, but anyway, let me get back to this though. It was dog shit. It basically was like, hey, we're gonna shit on dog days by leaving a huge dog shit. And let me tell you, the actors in this movie are fucking horrible. They don't know how to act for most of them. I wish that all of them are fired and they just return to normal civilization.
So you wish for them to never go into acting again, and instead just go into fucking
Yeah,
Wimpy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Penny. Penny Scobbin.
What's your opinion on this movie?
Honestly, I would say that type of stuff if it was like a Star Wars movie, especially that was dog shit to me. I fucking hate Star Wars. I'll throw popcorn up at the screen. But no, this movie was really it offended my childhood. It basically took a huge piece of shit and they threw that piece of shit right in my face. And also they pissed on it.
They shit and pissed on it.
Yep, they shit and pissed on my childhood.
And then they vomited it back up afterwards.
And then they vomited back up. So there's vomit, shit and piss. You know, they did a dog shit. They allowed their dog to shit on it. You see, this whole movie's a clusterfuck mess. That's like the biggest thing is not even the actors and the actresses. It's actually the story. Story is very repetitive, and also I'm fed up with all these jokes and all of that. Like, seriously, I don't want to hear fart jokes, diaper jokes, or any of that shit. Like, for real. Like, it's like, come on, guys. Like, these books actually grew, like, more mature as they went on. Because, you know, they did. And this was, like, a huge downgrade towards all of them. And this is not canon to my to the other three, in my opinion. I think
it's not.
I don't consider it canon. I don't even consider this movie as a movie. I consider it as something that is in the pits of hell.
Because like, what I want to know is why did they skip Ugly Truth?
Yeah, I actually want to know that as well.
Because Jeff Kennedy was like, fuck. A road trip movie's gonna make us more money. Fuck you. We're gonna skip this one. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, what did even the author think of it?
Honestly, I don't think he's ever talked about it.
What did the author think about it? He never really talked about it.
Here, let me look this up real quick before I get into my thoughts.
He did appear as a cameo role, apparently.
What did Jeff Kennedy think of The Long Haul? He has never talked about it. No, he's never talked about it.
Okay, what did he think about the other movies?
I think he liked them.
At least the first one he should like, because the first one adopted a lot of the shit from the book. You know, actually no, all three of them he should like.
This one, on the other hand,
this one is complete utter dog shit.
This one he should just be ashamed of himself.
This one I reacted like, what the fuck?
Yeah, if you want my overall thoughts, yeah, this movie's pretty bad. I mean,
no, not pretty bad. Don't say that this movie is pretty, Austin. It's bad. It's garbage. It deserves to be with Van Forstick. It deserves to be without Artemis Fowl. It deserves to be with Venom Let There Be Garbage. Because it's garbage. You hear me? It's complete, utter garbage. It's like a 1 out of 10 movie. I had no enjoyment with it. I kept on yelling inside my head that this movie was garbage, and everyone needs to do it. If you like this movie, guess what? You are also garbage. No, you're not. I just wanted to say that joke though, real quickly.
Well, before I was interrupted, I was gonna say it's bad, but again, is it the worst thing ever made? Arguably, no. There's
No,
worse
it's not.
stuff, but as a Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, this is horrible. Like, take everything out. Like, what made the first three movies great is the charm and the sort of realistic stuff in there. I mean, even then, those movies weren't realistic, but you could at least buy the situations they were in. This movie is just horrible. Like, there's
I'm sorry, Austin, but look at what Penny just said.
Long Haul is better than not better than Roger.
Oh, let's say what now? What the fuck? What the fuck?
This movie, it just. I mean, it sucks.
Rules is like Roger Rules is like a 9 out of 10 movie for a popcorn flick.
Like, this movie's just not enjoyable whatsoever. Like, if I was just being honest, like, this is without a doubt the worst Wimpy Kid movie. Like, it's just not redeemable. Like, there's nothing. There might be a couple okay things here and there, but it's not enough for me to even like this entire film. Like, it's not good. I know I keep saying it's not good, but trust me, it's not good.
It's not good.
Which actually, let's just get this out of the way because there's probably going to be nothing. Do you have any positives when it comes to this movie?
Oh, what are my positives? It's just it was shot clean. They had a good camera that they shot with. It looks like a movie. I mean, I'm trying to think about the costumes are pretty decent. Whoever the background people are, they did pretty good. And the author had a good cameo as well. Okay, and I'm trying to think of who was the best guy ever in this movie. Who was the best character? Oh yes, Mac Digby. Mac Digbag was the best character of this movie. Because he just loved to dig shit. So Mac Digby, he was digging by shit. Digging by dog shit. So yeah, but besides that, this movie was garbage.
Yeah, I don't got a lot of positives here. I mean, the animated parts where you see like the drawings, you know how like they have like the 2D animation. It's like what it looks like in the books. I mean, that looked okay, I guess.
Oh no, that was garbage, bro. Because the actor who showed up during them.
It did, but even then, the 2D animation made me want to watch a 2D animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie.
Yeah. I wish if we got that instead of the 3D one. Fuck the 3D one.
God, the pig was cool, I guess. Like,
oh yeah, that pig should have went back to the farm. Or, please, someone cook that pig for me. I need some bacon.
Damn, he fucking needed the pig, man. What did the pig do to you?
Everything. It was in this movie.
Come on, the pig was the only good thing about it.
No, Digby was the best character.
Oh Oh shit.
Digby was the best character because he was digging by shit. He was digging by pig shit.
And I just love your like reasoning for your pause. It's like, oh, it's got a good camera. I mean, they bought a really nice camera. So you know what? That's a positive. Background people, hey, they weren't involved in the movie whatsoever. But hey, the
It
background
looks
people,
like a movie.
it looks like a movie. Like, I just love that. You're just like, oh, it looks like a movie. Nice camera. Like, and also
The background people. And who was the best character?
dick bag.
Digby.
Oh god.
Or should I say dick bag? Yes.
True. Yeah, let's get into our negatives because I think that's gonna be where all our time's gonna be spent on. What's your negatives?
Number one, the length of the movie was horseshit. Number two, the actors are horseshit. Number three, the whole story is horseshit. Instead of dog shit, it's horse shit. Because horse shit is even bigger than dog shit. And then, well, a lot of how it's shot is also dog shit.
Wait, were you just talking about how it looks like a movie in a nice camera?
All the jokes in this movie did not land for me. They did the tell me what you want and what you really, really want moment, which that alone just needs to be thrown into the trash compactor and be delivered off to somewhere very, very far away from my life. Okay?
Okay.
This is... I'm sorry, but it sounds like they actually really wanted to rip off Alvin and the Chipmunks, the chipmunk thingy. Like, do you remember the fourth Alvin Chipmunks movie was also a road trip movie?
Oh yeah, Road Trip. Oh my god, that was horseshit too.
Yeah, but bro, they came out both in the same year, I think.
No way.
Wait,
No.
I'm looking it up now.
I'm looking it up first. Hold on.
Wait, no, I think it was 2016. Wait, let me look up. Road Trip.
2015.
Oh, bro. Oh, that's total dog shit.
Dude, this came out in December 2015.
Wow, then they took it from that movie.
Bro, they fucking they were competing against fucking The Force Awakens. Dude. No way.
Force Awakens, look, Force Awakens is now like the fourth highest grossing movie of all time, or third.
Jesus.
Yeah, wow, Chipmunks. Alvin and Chipmunks are gonna be Star Wars.
Who the fuck would even think about that? Like,
my mom.
True.
Well, anyway, let's continue about this shitty movie. Everything in this movie was dog shit besides, dick bag, the people, the background people, the camera that that shot the whole movie. But guess what? I want to talk about the director was horse shit, the writer was horse shit, the guy who was holding the good camera was horse shit. Because the guy who was holding it should have said, "Yo, we should not even film this shit.
This camera needs to be used for a better movie."
Yeah, this camera needs to be used for like Last Jedi or something. How about no? Oh, okay. The guy's like, "Hey, look, we'll give you like over $1,000 just to hold the camera." Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
You know, so we have that, and you know, Dick Bag is pretty amazing. But you know, everything else though, like his whole YouTube shit, the diaper thingy, whatever, was horse shit. You know, the whole YouTuber famous shitty plot. You know, it sounds so generic. That's why I read it in the most generic way possible. You know, and
I love how you're like, it's so generic. I'm just gonna do it in the most generic way possible.
you know, refusing to admit defeat, the heavily chase after the Beardos. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, the Beardos the Beardos.
I love how you're reading all of this on Wikipedia.
But they get stuck in a traffic jam. Oh my god, there was jam on the streets. Man, that sounds like a good movie. Which then they get out by taking a back road. Yes, I remember that. That was so plot convenience. They come across the Beardos van at another motel, stealing their belongings back and managing to reach the B-Ball's birthday celebration with Greg in the boat, with it detaching to the car. At the party, the car is still broken down. On the way home, a tow truck driver stops by, but he only speaks Spanish. Damn. Well, that I now kind of actually remember that. That's kind of offensive to people who speak Spanish.
Was
Luckily-
Long Haul made by Disney because the YouTubers felt like, no, Disney did not make this movie. 20th Century Fox made the film.
Oh yeah, okay. Mary can speak to him thanks to the Spanish language CD they heard early in the trip. He guides them to the petting zoo, and he collects the piglet. Aw, the piglet, the worst pig of all time.
Oh my god.
In Greg's ending monologue, Frank gets time off for work to spend with his family, and Roderick, also known as Rod Dick in this movie, gets money to repair his van. While the trip was hardly perfect, it was eventful, and he's excited for next year. Susan steps in and say that they will be flying to nowhere because this whole franchise kind of got canceled to another reboot.
Because this movie sucked so hard.
Because this movie was complete, utter dog shit.
Well, I guess I can't. I guess I can't follow that. You know, reading off Wikipedia. I guess I'm not gonna be able to even like. I guess I can't follow that, but I'm gonna try. My negatives. The new actors they got were fucking horrible. Like they did not try whatsoever. And this is not an indictment on the actors themselves. I'm pretty sure they're fine people and they're fine actors. But they should not have been cast for this. Like
Yeah, they should just go back to normal civilization and pretend that they're not actors.
like Jason Drucker just looked like he wasn't even in middle school. He looked like he was in fucking like third grade. Like that's what it looked like.
Like he was a freaking second grader.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, the mom was cast. It's like okay, fine. Like she looked okay.
And even the dad was okay, you know.
The parents were fine. It's just like again, but even then,
But Roderick,
oh my god, Roderick was fucking horrible. Charlie Wright, dude, did you realize that Charlie Wright kind of looks like Ezra Miller,
yeah.
bro? Like,
Oh my god, he's Ezra Miller's long lost brother.
it probably is. And he was really bad. And again, I don't know if it's just because the script was horrible. I don't know if it was the actor, but they portrayed Roderick to be such a fucking idiot in this film. Like, he's not smart. He wasn't never really smart in the original books or like even the original.
But he had
trilogy.
common sense, I think.
Yeah, like he's just so dumb and just like. And the one thing, the only positive thing about this film, and I will say this, they did somewhat adapt the book faithfully, The Long Haul. So I'll give them that. They at least adapted the book right. Still sucked, but I will at least give them that. I should have actually put that in my positive. They at least adapted the book decently, even if the movie was dog shit. And like I said, the whole Greg stuff was just, the actor was bad for it. I just don't like his plot lines. Like, the whole conflict with him and his mom was a good idea because, to be fair, like in each of the original movies, Greg has like a personal conflicts with each of the characters. Like, Greg had, like, the first one was really about him and Rowley. The second one was more about him and Roderick. And while there was a lot of side stuff in the third one, it was more about him and the dad. So
this one should have been more about his mom.
No, and then that's what it kind of was. But the writing was so bad, like, it just kind of got lost in translation. Like,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
The whole diaper thing, the whole diaper hands thing was so dumb and so cringy. Like, all just like the Fortnite references was cringy and bad. Like, and all like the YouTuber stuff was horrible. Like, it was just so cringy. Like, and Dickbag, he may be quote unquote the best character, but oh my god, he was like a ninja ripoff, and just like, it's just not good. Like, and also
was the best character, guys. Dickbag.
The Beardos, it's like they were just there. Like, again, like they didn't. Like, they just.
They're called the Beardos.
Yeah, the Beardos. It's like, it just. I think the problem is with this film is that whatever realism was in the fucking other three movies is not here. Like, this movie is so fucking out of place. Like, this is not even, I don't even think this is canon to the original three, which I don't think it is. I think this is basically this is a reboot. Yeah. But the reboot sucks so bad that they had to reboot this reboot with another reboot.
And Jack's Law, I have seen all these movies. Don't say that I haven't watched these before. I've seen every one of them. Now, the first three I haven't seen in a while. Okay. I did have to rewatch some of the third one for our review to remember some of it. But this one I haven't seen since, like, it came out 2017, right, Austin?
Yeah, so he hasn't seen it in 5 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I have seen the new Wimpy Kid movie from Disney, and I explained that movie is even let's just say it's down here.
Well, kind of like a sidetrack. I don't think the new one is as bad as this, because the Long Haul is worse, undoubtedly. Like,
no. But if I had to rank all 5 of them, I guess, that would have to be my second least favorite.
But I am with you on that, because I think the problem with the reboot was it was a reboot. Like, because I kind of understand the problems they would have went through with it, because it's either A, you're going to do a shot-for-shot remake in animated form, or just make a different, which I'll give them credit with the reboot. They tried to do something new. It was stupid.
No, but they cut out a lot of important shit.
Yeah, that's the problem, is it's too short. The new ideas they had, it just didn't work because it was so short. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Long Haul.
Oh, yes, Petty. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's actually 4 movies because the Long Haul doesn't even exist.
No, I don't. This doesn't technically even count, but it's just, this movie is so bad and just so dumb. And also, there was like one scene where there was like CGI vomit, and the vomit looked bad.
Vomit did actually look bad, now that I remember that, yeah.
it's just and the dad doesn't do anything. Like he's just there. Like again, not a bad actor. It's just again he does nothing. Like none of this movie.
Hey, Jackslaw, what is that supposed to be, buddy?
Like even like the music in this is not memorable. Like
Oh no, the music. Tell me what you want, whatever you really want.
oh yeah, that and there was like one scene where they were in like I know I'm like going back and forth on this, but like again, it's one of those movies that like I haven't seen because we were supposed to do this a while ago, so I forgot. But I believe there was like one scene where like I think they had like a can of like cinnamon rolls and like it blew up because it was on like the heater or something, and then like Roderick's flipping out.
Oh yeah, you're right, bro.
It's like again, it was so like bad and dumb. It was just horrible. Like Roderick again comes off as an idiot. I don't like just the whole thing with him, Greg and his mom was over the fact like Greg then got butthurt because he couldn't use his phone, and then the mom just has like this fucking temper tantrum or whatever. And I'm just like, can this movie fucking end? Like, I just don't care. Like, it's by this point, like, how long was this movie? Like, nearly fucking
5 years, basically.
It was it was like an hour and a half long. That is too long for this. Like this movie had no right to be an hour and a half. Like this was an absolute joke. Now, to be fair, am I blaming the actors on this one? No, because at the end of the day, it's not always the actor's fault.
It's actually the script and the directing. I would.
I blame the director. I blame I blame the directors, the writers.
And also the guy who shot the movie.
and honestly, I think Jeff Kinney deserves some of the blame too, because he basically also greenlit this. Like, I mean, I don't think Jeff Kinney knew this movie was going to be as bad as it was, but still, he
did greenlight it though. That's the he is the. And then just wait. Then this is like his favorite one.
No, I don't think it is. Even he has to have some sort of common sense here. Like, I'm not shitting on the guy because again, I don't know if again he knew this movie was gonna be as bad as it was, or just flat out like I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong, Jeff Kinney again deserves the blame because again, like I said, he had some hand in it, some way, somehow. It's just at the end of the day, who cares? This movie is horrible. And you know what the sad thing is? The guy who directed this, David Bowers, I think I talked about this a little bit, but he also directed Roderick Rules and Dog Days.
How could he have done that?
I don't know.
Because he made those movies pretty good, not gonna lie.
No, and those movies weren't bad. But it's like, but to be fair, he also wrote and he was the executive producer for The Long Haul. So he didn't actually write the other two movies. He wrote this.
Yeah, so then he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to make as many poop jokes and as many jokes as possible. Because guess what? I'm now fucking in charge here.
Like, I get it if, like, you want to reboot it and make it more of a kid's movie. I get that. But even the original Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies were for kids, and yet they were great because they taught kids lessons. They were actually pretty well done. Like, I don't understand how you went from those three movies to easily a really bad film. Like, I'm genuinely appalled and shocked. Yeah. Like, and this is me being serious. Like, I've never seen a movie that's been this atrociously bad. Like, I mean, I've seen a lot of movies like that, but this is something that I just don't get it. I don't understand how you can make a movie three good movies and then just have like this really shitty film.
Mm-hmm. No,
and
bro, I'm with you.
It's with the same guy.
I'm with you, bro. I don't understand, you know?
And it's just like, to be fair, yes, the other Wimpy Kid movies had their cringy moments, but they were not as bad as this. Like, those at least had some charm to it. And they were cheesy and they were kind of dumb, but I could still appreciate them for, hey, at least they tried. Here, it's just like, nope, we're just gonna put in a few, just disgusting, humor. It's just it doesn't work. Like this entire movie just doesn't work. Like now, let me also ask you this though before we get into our final grade. Do you think this movie would have been better if they just had the original cast?
No.
Yeah.
No. And this is why, because the story itself was bad.
Yeah. Like
Like
it might have
I
lessened.
think it would have made it maybe a C minus, then a F for me.
Like it would have made it at least somewhat watchable because like they would have at least had like good chemistry and like and even in the actors in this did not have good chemistry. Like
I didn't believe that they actually were a family or anything. To me, they were just there.
Like now, I think we talked about it last time, but I actually want to get your honest thoughts. How would you do a fourth Wimpy Kid movie if you were basically if came up to you and said, "Listen, we need you to make a fourth Wimpy Kid movie with the original cast." Okay. How would you do it?
So, I would do a 10-year time jump.
Okay.
Okay. And, well, now you see, Roderick is going to become a drug lord.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm going to replace Greg Heffley because he's going to be talking some shit about me. I'm going to replace the actor with Ben Affleck.
Wait, why would the actor talk shit about you?
I don't know. I'm just going to say that. All right. So I'm going to replace him with Ben Affleck. All right. And Manny, he's going to be now Adam Driver.
We're going to get rid of that actor too? Why?
Because Manny sucks. And we're going to have a huge showdown between the two of them, between Roderick and Greg, because Greg just came home from the army. He was in the army for like 20-something years. And, he's going to be trying to beat the living shit out of Roderick.
Why?
Because Roderick is dealing drugs and diapers.
Well, I guess the band stuff didn't work out, so now he's selling.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You see? So he comes home and he starts yelling, talking some shit. Then they punch, and then guess what happens?
What?
Well, someone gets shot right in the forehead.
Oh my god.
And it's Ben Affleck's Greg Heffley.
Yeah.
Because Roderick always lives. And Roderick is like, hey, what if we expand our empire? And then Holly is there like, oh no, Greg. And then Holly uses her magical powers to resurrect Greg Heffley from the dead. Then Greg Heffley comes on and they fight on top of the bus that's moving. Roderick versus Greg. And then, Greg pushes Roderick off of it. And, Roderick dies by being ran over by his own van.
Of course.
Then I would have a good makeout sequence with Holly and Greg. Just imagine Tori from Cobra Kai and Ben Affleck. And then I would end the movie with a new drug lord coming into town. And that's Dick Bye.
Dick Bag is gonna be the new drug lord. That sounds terrific. Honestly, if I'm just like looking at this from a realistic standpoint, if I had to do it with all the original cast members, I because they're gonna be aged up no matter what. Like,
Yeah, so you got to do a huge time jump, bro.
yeah,
Just
you
like what
have
I
to.
did.
'Cause
And
you,
Roderick is going to be, like the whole backstory is that he turned evil because the band stuff didn't do right. So then he decided to burn their home down. The second one of this new Diary of a Wimpy Kid trilogy, Greg is gonna be like, "Hey, where's Dad? Dad's not here. Okay, I'm gonna go find Dad." And Dad is a hopeless drunk on the streets of California,
wow, that's a fucking dark. That's dark.
and he's gonna be there like, "I don't want anything to do with it, Greg. I failed my son. I'm perfectly fine."
Oh, I see where you're getting your ideas from.
And then Mr. Heffley is like, "You know what, Greg? You're right. I do have to go find a job." And then he goes find a job at being a porn star guy.
Just imagine Steve Zahn playing as Mr. Heffley, and he's a fucking porn star.
He's a porn star, you see?
Oh my god.
Jack's Law. No, I did. I did make an Android movie. I included a porn star.
Now, all right. So the way I would do it is from a realistic standpoint. I don't mind a road trip film. Like that's not the problem. But you have to do it in a way that's actually endearing and have the characters learn a lesson rather than it just being complete ridiculous stuff. So let's say a few years down the line, Greg and Holly get together, they get married, they have a couple kids, and maybe Greg, they go on the road trip, and maybe Raleigh comes along because Raleigh's got to be there, of course, and maybe Roderick just shows up out of nowhere. Honestly, as a joke, I just have Roderick live with Greg because his parents kick him out. So Roderick just lives in their basement, and he just
and he's a hopeless drunk.
And like Raleigh's looking for love, and Raleigh just goes with them because he's like the uncle that like has like nothing better to do. He's just like, I'll just go with
babysitter. I'm the babysitter here. It's like this. This is how he narrates. This is Raleigh. He's the bachelor. Wait, no. This is my brother Greg. This is my brother Roderick. He's the babysitter, and then Raleigh comes in. This is my best friend Raleigh. He's the real babysitter.
Like he babysits everybody.
I could see them narrate like that, and he's like, "Hi, kids." Roderick's like, "Hey, the kids like me more."
But honestly, how I would do it is like have like because I could see Greg having 3 kids, and maybe have Greg basically go into conflicts with his middle kid, because again, it kind of contrasts with what he went through with his childhood, because he was the middle child. Like maybe have there be like a contrasting conflicts between them, but you see Greg
like poetry.
Right. Exactly. And then maybe the dad and mom show up as like cameo roles, because like honestly I don't know how you could fit them in, because like they don't really impact the story. It's just more like maybe Greg goes to them for advice or something, or maybe just have like the dad do some like crazy stunt or whatever. Like maybe have him just be like a Steve-O and just does like a big backflip in the like lava.
Yeah, and he's now at Las Vegas,
or maybe the mom
streets.
No, I honestly think Greg would go to his mom for advice. I think he would go to his dad, but like the dad doesn't give him good advice, so then the mom.
No. He does go to his dad. His dad's on the streets of Las Vegas, and he's like, "Hey, your mom and I got divorced, so go find her at this thing." And then the mom lives in a super expensive like mansion or something like that, and then she's like, "I don't like your father." Your father's a dumbass. And then the whole plot of the second movie is them, is Greg trying to get the two of them back together.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't go that far. But,
I would go that far. I actually
well, I know
like
you
that.
would.
Then the third movie would be an even more drug lord.
Of course. But I mean, honestly, mine's a little bit more realistic, of course. Like,
No, my story's a lot more realistic.
I'm trying to make mine for kids, man, because all these movies are for kids.
Who cares about the kiddies? let's make a drug lord story.
I mean, you can. I'll make my money and you'll just make your drugged up, tired movie kid. With Ben Affleck.
It's gonna come true, guys. It's gonna come true. The whole story is gonna come true with the drugs thing.
Yeah, probably will.
We're gonna get that story. We're gonna get that movie made. I'm making sure that we're gonna hire Ben Affleck as Greg Affleck.
Just imagine calling him and just being like, so listen, Mr. Affleck, we want to listen, there's this movie we want to do. It's gonna be a Diver Wimpy Kid reboot. He's like, oh, you want me to be the dad? No, not exactly. Well, you see, Mr. Oh, you want me to be like the teacher, the grandfather? No, we want you to play Greg. What? See, listen, Mr. Affleck, how we're gonna do it is you're gonna fight Roderick because he's gonna be and so we need you to kind of like be Greg Heffley, and then he's just gonna hang up on you immediately. He's gonna be like, what in the absolute fuck? And then and imagine trying to call Jeff Kinney to even green like this fucking thing. It's like,
no, just wait. Jeff Kenny actually loves the pitch.
If that happens, I would be shocked. Like,
I love this movie.
Here's how it's
pitch.
really
Make sure
work.
it's done well. And I'm gonna be like, all right. So Greg Heffley becomes Batman. and what's his name? Roderick becomes a Joker ripoff.
He'll hang up on you right out of the gate. He'd just be like, no.
See, Mr. Kennedy, I think we need a much more darker story for your franchise.
He'd be like, nah, I'm good.
All right, well then, how about we do a story about... Well, shit, I don't have any other idea besides the drugs story.
See, and then I'm gonna go up to him with my idea, and he'd be like, "That's a great idea." Like, is that?
You're right. And guess what? We could add to it, bro.
What?
The father is homeless on the streets of Las Vegas.
No, because that's when he'd be like, maybe you don't do that, and I'd be like, okay.
No, he's gonna be okay with it.
Why would he be okay with it? Like,
because the mother is rich and she's in a mansion and all of that.
Well, why does... Okay.
Because, this is a good start. Exactly. Jack's... If they don't greenlight my movie, I'll make my movie for YouTube.
All right. Well, we've gone over an hour. We should probably give our final grades and thoughts on this.
Austin, you can start because I'm sorry for interrupting you sometimes.
I'm gonna give this movie an F. Like, imagine go from like an A minus B plus range to like a fucking F. Like, that is sad. Like, they went off the deep end. It was like one movie they just hot-shotted like their own failure. And yeah, this was bad. Everything was bad. I don't like the characters. It's just, other than it being an okay adaptation of the book, it didn't work. Like, I just don't like the actors. Let me rephrase this. I don't think the actors are bad. I just don't think any of it's great. It just doesn't work for me. Ninja, what's your final? Okay, well he's muted. What's your final grade?
My final grade is
Yeah.
a Z.
Z.
It's the end of the alphabet, right?
Yeah.
It's a Z.
That bad. It gets the lowest letter on the alphabet.
Yeah. It's a Z.
Damn. Here, hang on. Give me one quick second.
All right.
I mean, the movie is bad, but a Z, yikes.
Yeah. I'm telling the truth. It's dog shit. I'm proud to also say it's dog shit.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It's just not very good. Like, to be fair, it's not the worst movie ever made. Like, I think there's worse out there. Like, no doubt. Like, it's bad, but I could understand maybe some people liking it, I guess you could say. Like, I wouldn't put it past people to like it. Like, out of all the Wimpy Kid movies, it's just not very good. Like, it's like I would not recommend it. But if someone were to go out of their way to watch it, I could see people liking it, even though I just don't get it. But I guess I could kind of see it though, because it is like more for kids or whatever. But I don't know.
Jack's Law, you're always right. No. No.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, you're not right.
Let's see here. We are. Oh shit, we're at over an hour. I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. So yeah, we had a couple people in the chat today. I think we had
Jack's Law. There's 2 accounts of Jack's Law. Penny.
yeah, Penny was in here too. I think that was about it actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. I think we kind of went overtime a little bit, but that's all right. We did kind of start a little late. I do want to end this a little. I'm just gonna end it here because I want to go back to watching Attack on Titan. So,
right.
With that being said, I'll let Nindroid go back to what tell them where they could find him at one more time. So, where can they find you at, Nindroid?
Actually, Austin, you don't have to. All right, just hashtag release an Android cut May 4th, everyone. There you go.
All right. Just find me on my channel. I do a bunch of stuff on there sometimes. You can find me usually on my channel for ShadowEye, Splash Talk, Oscillator and Friends Talk Pop Culture, Oscillator and Angry Cabbage Talk Movies. Maybe we'll do some game streams here and there. Maybe we'll do... I do want to get my Batman rewrite out soon, so I'll definitely get to that sometime, maybe. I don't know. You can find me on Nindroid's channel for Galactic Chat, where he's doing the game show. Dylan's Little Hobbies won the first game, so it'll be interesting how the next 8 episodes go. You can find me usually on the basketball scenario for the hangout. You can find me on Jason Lee Tucker statement late on Friday nights, sometimes for the weekly wrap up on Chris Knight's channel. And you can just basically find me everywhere at this point. Yeah, I think we're just going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Osnator, signing out.
Peace.
Peace.